This is Ibarionex from the Candid frame. Now, one of the things that I like to do when the image really can be served by it is the idea of making selective color adjustments to an image. I use Nik Vivesa a lot because of its control points and its abilities to be able to do that. But I know that not everyone has the advantage of that software plugin to be able to do that. So one of the things I like to do is in Lightroom, I like to use this control here, the Hsl Color Black and White, and specifically the Hsl Color Mode. This allows you to control both hue, saturation, luminance, or all. And in this particular image of this postal box, I want to show you how I can use this control in order to control selective color. Now, I like the reds here, but I wanted to do a little more with it. And one of the things I can do is I'll start off with luminance, which just controls the luminance values of the image. So basically the black and white data that's underlying the image. What I'll do is I'll click on this control here, and then by moving into the image, into the area where there's red, I can decrease the luminance, thereby making it darker, or I can increase it by making it brighter. And one of the things that you're able to do here is, though the colors shift a little bit, largely because of the different brightness levels, you don't see this sort of dramatic change in hue or saturation that you typically would see. So I'm going to make this a little darker. And then I can go into the saturation, and let me see about increasing the saturation on it. So I'm making it just a little darker, but I just wanted to brighten those colors just a little bit. Now the next thing I want to do is I like the this yellow sign, but I want it to stand out a little more. So again, I'll just go into the control here, and if you take a look over here, you'll see that the colors that are going to be affected by the selection are going to be adjusted. So if it's the red here, it's only pretty much the red value here. It's pretty isolated. Here, as you start moving it, you'll see that the orange and the yellow start moving. That's because there's both yellow and orange there, and this sort of target allows me to be able to control that. If I move over here where the lettering is, you'll see that there seems to be more red there than anything else, and it does impact the rest of the image. So that's something to sort of take great care in taking a look at. This white here actually has a little bit of yellow and green in it. So as I increase that, you're able to see that the yellow of the post-it is actually changing a little bit. But again, here I can change the luminance here and make it a little brighter. And then again, I can go back to saturation and either increase it or decrease it. Sort of like it right about there. And so when we compare the results, I'll just here click done and show the before after, you can see a real subtle difference in terms of the color. Here you have a much sort of brighter reddish. Here it's a little darker. The yellow really stands out a lot more. And this is just a really simple way of being able to tweak the color without having to get into creating selections and masks. Not all images are going to be served by that, because you may have certain subjects or elements in the frame that share color. So in this case, the composition is built completely around the mailbox. But if there were a subject in the background that had a red element that you would not want changed, this particular control might not work for you as well, and instead you would have to use the selective adjustment brush that's located here to make such changes to those specific areas of the frame. Hope you find that helpful. If you like what you see, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can also visit thecandidframe.com, where you'll find interviews with photographers as well as a bunch of other resources. So, until next time, this is Ibarionex, and see you soon.